In this video, we have a chat about the trip so far. This was filmed just before we went to Mitchell Falls. Good afternoon, everybody. We find ourselves at Drysdale River Station, which is on the road to Columbaroo. Just a little bit of a diversion to the north on the Gibb River Road. This morning we left the Home Valley Station, which is where we stayed overnight, and we drove through to Ellenbray Station, where we stopped for sort of like a late morning tea, wasn't it? Late morning tea.
Yeah.
For the obligatory scone and jam and cream,
Which they are known for.
which they're famous for. So we stopped in there and then continued on here to Drysdale River Station. So the roads today have been, again, we don't really know. They haven't been awful roads. They haven't been good.
They haven't been brilliant.
They've
either.
been consistently not good.
Yeah.
Today,
Yeah.
except for the turnoff, after the turnoff to
Coming up in here was
Columbaroo,
pretty good.
on the turnoff off the Gibb River Road on the Columbaroo Road, which is what we've taken this afternoon. It was a beautiful 80 kilometres an hour dirt road.
But there were still sections that you had to slow down for when you went through a ford, or you know, there were still areas that you had to concentrate on.
Whereas the bit between Home Valley and the turnoff to Columbaroo on the Gibb River Road
Was rough.
Somebody had spoken to us today a couple of days ago and said that it was probably the worst section. So we did that today. We did it carefully and slowly. We're down to probably 40 kilometres an hour in the worst sections, and most of it was spent at about 60 kilometres an hour.
Yeah, but there's like some really big rocks on the road, and you've got to really watch where you put the car, otherwise they can just do the sidewall of your tyres. And we had seen evidence of tyres done.
Shredded tyres on the side of the road and that sort of thing. But yeah, I mean, I don't want to talk too soon, but the road was not good, but it certainly wasn't awful. We've done.
Whereas the road we're planning to do tomorrow is meant to be one of the worst roads.
Yes, because we're staying here overnight. We're going to park the caravan here and put stuff for camping in the car. We've got a tent and everything with us, and head up to Mitchell Falls, which is going to be quite exciting. It's one of the highlights of the Gibb River Road. But there's additional permits and so forth that we're going to sort them out tomorrow morning. And camping fees, it's sort of first in, best dressed, but you can't book it.
You can't book it, and it's miles away from anywhere. And
they say
the
if
road's
you can't get
really
in,
rough.
They say if you can't get in, make alternative arrangements. And yeah, that's interesting because I don't think there are any alternative arrangements. But yes, the road into Mitchell Falls, which is why most people leave the caravans here, the road into Mitchell Falls is pretty awful, apparently. Although the website says they do grade it and they do look after the road and they do maintain it.
They say very irregularly. If
you are doing the Gibb River Road, I would recommend you stop in to Ellenbray Station for the scone and jams because, yeah, do it.
It was a really nice atmosphere, actually. They had little bird feeders and they had double-barred finches coming in.
Double-barred finches coming in,
And it was also a great bower bird, which I didn't recognise because it's only for this area. But I asked one of the ladies there, I said, what's that bird there? And it was quite a beautiful bird. And now that we know what it is, it was actually a bird that we'd seen at Keep River as well, and it just hops around. And she said, yeah, that bird was waiting for you to leave so it could eat the leftover jam and cream.
And jams.
Not that there was any left over.
No, there was not.
No.
There was not. But yeah, so we're looking forward to doing the Mitchell Falls, and we'll show you that as we travel.
Yeah, hopefully the road isn't too bad, but by the sounds of it, it really could be.
It really could be. Let's talk about breakages. Things that we've broken so far.
We haven't done too bad.
We haven't done too bad. We've broke the fittings for the gas on the caravan. So
both of them.
Both of them on the same trip.
Yeah, so we had no gas for the caravan whatsoever.
No gas until we got replacement flex lines for that.
So fortunately we did have like a backup lunchbox cooker, which we had for this trip actually out
for
to
this trip
Mitchell
out of Mitchell
Falls.
Falls, exactly.
So that got us out of trouble there.
Some of the stone damage, one of the drain valves on one of the water tanks got hit hard enough with a stone of some sort that it leaked, and there wasn't anything I could do about that except sort of kink the hose up and zip tie it up and sort of, and that stopped the leak. But when we were at Kununurra last time, it was funny, we went to the hardware shop and got the right size valve. We got 3 of them because we thought, well, maybe we're going to break a few of these.
And they all leaked brand new.
And put one on and it leaked. And then the second one, it leaked. And I thought, well, I'm not even going to bother with the third one. So I just went back to the hardware and just got some little plug fittings so it stops the water coming out. And I also made, because I had some spare tin, sheets of tin in the front of the caravan, which I just made up a little makeshift stone guard to protect the valve, to protect the plumbing there.
One of the cupboard doors, it's not broken, but it keeps on losing its alignment so that it doesn't actually clip shut.
A couple of the doors have got the multiple screws for aligning the hinges and the latches and everything.
And they move.
And they
then don't latch, which can be interesting.
Latch. Yeah.
Yeah, and we have come across various spare screws just lying around the floor in the cupboards that have obviously come from somewhere. But
I think
everything's holding together.
Most of them, Jayco's put the little plastic covers over sensitive equipment like electrical equipment and things like that. It's like a little plastic cover over it. I think they're the ones that are coming out. So we're replacing them as we come across them. In terms of other breakages on the caravan, aside from that cooking oil bottle, that wasn't really a breakage on the caravan's part. The caravan's been doing very well.
Yeah, but I mean the corrugations are so rough that even like we've got like vitamin bottles and they've obviously come on their side, and with the corrugations, like the lids have rattled loose, and then we've got like vitamin pills all through the cupboard. Like it's been quite rough.
Yeah, it has been.
Yeah,
it has been. The UHT milk containers just sitting on a flat shelf, like a board inside the cupboard. The bottoms have worn through such that they're leaked into the cupboard, the milk.
Yeah.
I think we walk into the caravan and go, what's that smell? I think that's what it is. I think it's just sour milk in the bottom.
So we've actually had to buy plastic containers to put our long life milk in, so that if the corrugations are so bad that the cardboard containers for the milk get compromised and leak, we've actually got them in a plastic container to act as a bung, because it happened the first time, and so I put the milk actually into a plastic container to act as a bung, but then the corrugations were so bad that the plastic container that I had it in fell over, and so then it didn't contain any of the milk
everywhere.
So we've now got a plastic container with a lid. So yeah.
As far as the car's concerned, it's been really good. We've got one ball joint boot that is weeping. I thought it was split, but it looks like it's just weeping a bit of grease.
And one of our roof rack feet keeps on coming loose. We've got like 6 feet.
There's 6 feet on the roof rack that screw into the roof, and there's this one screw that keeps coming on. Fortunately, it's got a very noticeable noise as you travel, in terms of when you go over the corrugation, it gives a thunk in the roof, and okay, we've got to stop and tighten up that screw again for the roof rack.
Yeah, there's quite the
I have no idea. I have no idea why it's just one of them, but
we're thankful that it's only one of them.
I'm thankful that it's only. And I always, whenever I tighten it up, I always go around and check the others, and the others are all fine, but that particular one is always dodgy. And just a screw in one of the tyres.
So we had a puncture, but that was an easy fix.
That was an easy fix at Pernalulu, Bungles, on the road out.
Because that was also a rough road.
That was also a rough road.
That was the road that did the milking.
Yes, but fortunately just one plug fixed it, because I got a tyre plug kit there.
And your spotlights have come loose.
Through. The spotlights, the car got a little bit cross-eyed for a little bit there, as one of the spotlights sort of spun around into the middle, but that was just purely a tightening up a nylock nut that bolted it in. But in terms of breakages,
we've actually packed the car quite well too. That actually we don't have. You can tell that everything's rattling around, but we don't have it like too horrendously rattling.
No,
like it's quite well packed. It's doing quite well.
And I'm not going crazy. If the road allows 80 kilometres an hour, I'll do 80 kilometres an hour, but it has to be a really smooth road to do that. but if it's really corrugated, we slow right down to a medium sort of speed that you can respond to things. Because when it's really corrugated, you're losing the ability. Oh, that's one other thing that's wrong with the car, the ABS. I
The sensor.
just before we left town, I knew I'd replaced the driver's side front CV joint a while back, and I thought, well, I better just replace the passenger side front CV joint. And in the process of doing that, this was a couple of weeks before we left. In the process of doing that, I broke the wheel speed sensor on the front left. And so anyway, I got a replacement front wheel speed sensor and put it in. And I think it was what, a day, 2 days in after leaving, the ABS light came up again, which indicated, and I tried disconnecting, I tried reconnecting, and I thought it was a fitting, I thought it was a connection.
You've tried tightening it.
I've tried tightening it up, I've tried adjusting the pins, I've tried pretty much everything, and at the best, the ABS light disappears for a little while, and then it comes back a little while. So
we tried replacing it at Alice Springs, but couldn't get the part.
And you don't appreciate ABS until you're trying to stop on a corrugated dirt road, and it's just like the whole car's shaking, and the wheels just lock up, and it's So we want to fix that. So we've rung ahead to Repco at Broome and actually ordered that part in.
Which also wasn't that easy to do, actually.
No, it wasn't.
But the guy was really helpful.
The guy at Broome Repco was Mitch, was his name. Did an excellent job and helped us through the process. And if everything goes to plan, that'll be there waiting for us when we head to Broome, which will be still quite a few days. Broome's it looks like it's got a lot of facilities. It's on the Marcus scale of town size. It's quite a reasonable sized town because it's got a McDonald's.
Yes.
If it's got a McDonald's, it's a big town. So we'll get that fixed up. So probably 15-minute job to change it out.
On this trip, we haven't been to McDonald's, and Marcus like.
I said a while ago, not that I'm a huge fan of McDonald's. I said to Yvonne a little while ago, next McDonald's we see, for the pure novelty, we're going to stop and get a meal. Just for the fun of it.
I haven't needed it, but Marcus is hanging it out.
No, just thought, if you're in McDonald's, you're in civilization. Because they only put McDonald's in major centres.
Big enough towns to support it,
Yep. So, but anyway, that's...
We haven't missed the big towns, though.
Oh, fuel economy.
Oh, that has been horrendous. It really has.
I've actually been a little bit surprised because I know that towing this particular caravan with that particular car, it's a V8 petrol. V8 petrols are renowned for using a lot of fuel. I know that I can get 21, 22 litres per 100 on a 100 kilometre an hour road at a nice steady speed.
With good tyre pressures.
On a
blacktop.
When you throw into the mix, you're lowering the tyre pressures on the car and the caravan.
Yeah.
And on the back roads, particularly the corrugated ones, you're doing a lot of accelerating, then braking, then accelerating, then braking, then accelerating, then braking. We're consistently getting 26, 27 litres per 100 on those roads. And it's not a heavy caravan. The car's absolutely walking over it, but it is using a lot of fuel. But it is within budget. It's about what we expected. The fuel economy is slightly worse than I expected. I expected an average of 25. I think we're at an average of 26 at the moment, but the fuel price has been significantly less than I budgeted for. I thought we'd be paying an average of $2.50, and I don't think we've paid over $2.30 or something.
We're about to, though. I think
we're probably about to, yes, because we'll fill up it tomorrow morning at Drysdale Station.
And it's going to be, but I mean, the fact is they've got fuel here.
Oh, it is what it is, It is what it is. You need to buy the fuel. So
we're remote.
And we're remote. And with the fuel tank, because I've got a boat fuel tank on the roof rack, with that and the long range tank underneath, plus the original big factory tank, we've got about 310 litres storage. But it does give us over 1,000 kilometres range, but we're still watching the fuel gauge just drop very quickly.
Yeah.
But anyway, it is what it is. We knew it would be expensive, but I still like the petrol V8, but Yvonne's much less convinced. We'll see who wins this argument by what our next vehicle turns out to be.
As if I've got any say in it.
We'll see how we go.
Anyway.
But anyway, this has been a long rant.
Time to stop.
Time to stop, and we'll keep you up to date as we travel more. Thanks, guys.
Catch you later.
Bye.